Time isn't waiting for you. Every second that passes is a reminder that you're either moving forward or falling behind. You might think the world will wait for you to figure things out, but that's not how it works. Time doesn't care about your excuses, doubts, or fears. It's relentless. You either act or you get left behind. You're not special. No one is. The world is full of people who thought they were destined for greatness, but let their time slip away, thinking they had all the time in the world. Statistically, most of your life is already behind you. The average lifespan is about 28,000 days. How many have you wasted doing nothing? How many do you have left? And don't kid yourself. Most of the time you've got left won't even be productive. Age slows everyone down eventually. The question is, what are you doing now while you're still capable? It's frustrating to see people sit around dreaming about success but refusing to put in the work. Playing it safe, waiting for the perfect moment. That's just procrastination in disguise. There's no perfect time. The only time you've got is right now, and it's slipping away every second you hesitate. What's your excuse? Lack of resources? You've got the internet, which means you've got access to more knowledge than any generation before you. You can learn anything, build anything, or create something from scratch. But instead, you waste time scrolling, convincing yourself that tomorrow will be different. Let me break it to you. It won't be different unless you make it different. Think about this. There are 86,400 seconds in a day. How many of those did you waste yesterday? Be honest. Was it half? 3/4? More? And don't give me the "I needed a break" excuse. Breaks are earned. What have you done to deserve one? Thinking about what you want doesn't count. Action counts. Results count. Do you even know what you want? Or are you chasing some vague idea of success because it looks good? Success isn't abstract. It's measurable. Specific goals, numbers, deadlines. If you don't have those, you're not serious. You're just playing pretend, hoping something will magically work out. Stop blaming your circumstances. Life isn't fair. It never has been, and it never will be. But the people who succeed don't waste time whining about how unfair things are. They adapt. They push through. They work harder. Here's the truth. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody cares whether you succeed or fail. The only person who cares is you. And if you don't care enough to fight for what you want, why should anyone else? Respect isn't given to dreamers. It's given to doers. The ones who take risks, make moves, and refuse to wait for permission. Every second that passes is gone forever. You'll never get it back. So why are you wasting time? Are you afraid of failing? Good. Failure is part of the process. Every successful person has failed more times than they can count. The difference is they didn't stop. They didn't let failure define them. They learned, adjusted, and kept going. And don't say you're not motivated. Motivation is overrated. It's fleeting and unreliable. What matters is discipline. Discipline is doing the work even when you don't feel like it. It's waking up early, staying up late, and sacrificing comfort, because your goals matter more than your excuses. What's holding you back? Is it fear? Fear of risks, fear of looking stupid, fear of losing. Everyone feels fear. The difference is that successful people act despite it. They feel the fear and do it anyway. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be brave enough to take the first step. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Perfect doesn't exist. What exists is now. And now is messy, uncertain, and uncomfortable, but it's all you've got. Start where you are, with what you have, and figure it out as you go. It's not too late. It's never too late until you're gone. But the longer you wait, the harder it gets. Opportunities don't wait. They get snatched up by people who are hungrier, faster, and more determined. Overthinking won't get you anywhere. You don't need all the answers to start. You don't need to see the whole path. Just take the first step, then take the next, and the next. Momentum is powerful, but you won't build it if you don't start moving. Stop comparing yourself to others. Their success isn't your failure. Their journey isn't your journey. Focus on your own path. Jealousy is wasted energy. Use that energy to move forward instead. You've got potential. But potential means nothing if you don't act on it. The graveyards are full of people who had potential but never did anything with it. Don't let that be your story. Don't let your life be a series of what-ifs. Make it a story of action, of resilience, of overcoming every obstacle. Time won't wait for you. It doesn't care about your excuses, fears, or doubts. It moves forward relentlessly, with or without you. So ask yourself, are you going to sit there and let it pass you by? Or are you going to take control and make every second count? Comfort is one of the biggest traps. It's a slow poison that keeps you stuck, convincing you that you're okay when you're not. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. Growth happens when you push yourself, when you step out of the safety net and into the unknown. The people you admire didn't get where they are by staying comfortable. They worked harder than you can imagine. They sacrificed sleep, relationships, and peace of mind to chase something bigger. Comfort doesn't pay the bills. It doesn't make dreams come true. Hard work does. Sacrifice does. Relentless, unyielding effort does. Let's do the math. There are 365 days in a year. If you waste just 1 hour a day, that's 365 hours gone. 15 full days of doing nothing. Multiply that by the years you've been slacking off, and you'll see how much time you've thrown away. Think about what you could have done with that time. What skills could you have mastered? What opportunities could you have taken? What kind of life could you be living now? So stop wasting time. Stop making excuses. Stop waiting for something to change. You have everything you need to start right now. Take the first step, no matter how small, and keep going. Every second counts, and the only person who can make them matter is you. Bottom of form. Let's get straight to the point. Time isn't waiting for you. Every second you hesitate, someone else is out there working harder, learning faster, and improving themselves. While you're sitting there doubting yourself, they're hustling. They're making moves, and one day they'll take what you wanted. Not because they're better than you, but because they acted while you stayed stuck. Success doesn't care if you're the smartest or most talented. What matters is how relentless you are. It's about who's willing to put in the hours, make the sacrifices, and outwork everyone else. So, are you going to keep making excuses, or are you going to get started? Stop lying to yourself. Stop saying you'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow is a lie. It's an illusion we use to justify procrastination. The truth is, there's no tomorrow. There's only today, and it's slipping away as you read this. Every second counts. Even a small step forward is better than standing still. Action creates momentum. Momentum creates progress, and progress creates success. Look at the most successful people in history. They weren't born into perfect circumstances. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Elon Musk bet his entire fortune on companies everyone thought would fail. Jeff Bezos started Amazon in a garage. These people weren't lucky. They were relentless. They didn't wait for permission or ideal conditions. They made things happen. Stop waiting for the perfect plan. You don't need one. You just need a direction. Pick something, start moving, and figure it out along the way. Standing still guarantees failure. Action, any action, is always better than inaction. Think about the people who doubted you, the ones who said you couldn't do it. Are you really going to let them be right? Are you going to prove them correct by staying where you are? Or are you going to use their words as fuel to push harder? This isn't just about proving them wrong. It's about proving yourself right. It's about becoming the person you know you can be. The one who fights for what they want, no matter how tough it gets. Dreams are worthless without action. You've got the tools, the time, and the ability to change your life. So what's stopping you? Are you waiting for permission? Approval? A guarantee that it'll work out? Life doesn't give guarantees. It gives opportunities. And those opportunities won't wait around while you hesitate. Success isn't a straight path. It's messy. It's full of failures, setbacks, and obstacles. But every failure is a lesson. Every setback is a stepping stone. The only way to fail permanently is to stop trying. Every time you fall, you get the chance to rise stronger. Hard work alone isn't enough. You need a strategy. Study your craft. Learn from people who are already successful. Analyze what works and what doesn't. Then execute. Go all in. Burn the boats. Leave yourself no way back. The only thing worse than failing is never trying at all. If you want to change your life, start now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now make a plan, set a goal, and take the first step. Then the next, and the next. Keep moving, keep grinding, keep fighting. Time won't wait for you, and it won't give you a second chance. Let's be real. Nobody cares if you're tired, stressed, or overwhelmed. The world doesn't stop spinning because you're having a rough day. Opportunities are still passing by, landing in the hands of people willing to push harder and grind longer. Every minute you waste isn't just time lost. It's a chance to be better, smarter, and stronger that you'll never get back. Time isn't just money. It's everything. It's potential. It's progress. And if you're not using it wisely, you're throwing it away. Every second, someone out there is outworking you. They're getting better while you stand still. They're taking the opportunities you could have had because you didn't move fast enough. The game is brutal. There are no second chances, no participation trophies. You either win or you lose. And the game doesn't stop for you to catch up. It keeps going. So why are you sitting there waiting for some magical moment when you'll feel ready? You'll never feel ready. The only way to get ready is to start. Take action, even when it's messy or imperfect. Most people waste their time on distractions, social media, binge watching, mindless scrolling. These things are designed to trap you. Every time you choose distraction over discipline, you're choosing failure over success. How badly do you want it? If your actions don't match your words, then you don't really want it. Success requires sacrifices. Early mornings, late nights, and hard work. It's not supposed to be easy. If it were, everyone would do it. The difficulty is what makes it worth it. It's what separates those who succeed from those who don't. Life isn't going to slow down for you. You have to find a way to keep moving forward no matter what. Excuses don't build success. Action does. Most people fail because they quit. They give up when it gets hard. Don't be like them. Be the one who keeps going no matter how tough it gets. Success isn't guaranteed, but you know what's worse than failing? Not trying. Regret will haunt you far more than failure ever will. Failure teaches you, shapes you, and makes you stronger. Regret? It's a constant reminder of what you didn't do, what you could have been, and what you gave up because you were too scared to start. So, what pain do you choose? The pain of failure or the pain of regret? The choice is yours, and it's one you'll live with for the rest of your life. Stop waiting for everything to align perfectly. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission to chase your dreams. Stop waiting for the fear to disappear because it never will. Fear is always there, whispering doubts, sowing hesitation. The difference between successful people and everyone else isn't that they're fearless. It's that they act despite their fear. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's doing what needs to be done even when fear is screaming in your face. Every time you let fear win, you stay stuck. But every time you push through, you grow stronger and closer to the life you want. You need to be ruthless, not with others, but with yourself. Cut out distractions, excuses, and anything that isn't helping you move forward. This is your life. You don't get a redo. So why are you wasting it on things that don't matter? The world is full of distractions, but every time you let one take your focus, you're choosing it over your goals. That's the truth. You have to decide what's more important, momentary comfort or lasting progress. Every single day you have a choice. You can stay the same, or you can choose to be better than you were yesterday. Staying the same isn't just about maintaining. It's falling behind because the world is constantly moving forward. If you're not improving, you're losing ground. So what kind of life do you want to create? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? Do you want to be remembered as someone who gave it their all? Or do you want to fade into the background as someone who never even tried? Luck isn't something you wait for. It's what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Opportunities come to those who are ready for them, who have worked for them, and who are willing to seize them when they appear. If you're sitting around waiting for luck to strike, you're going to be disappointed. You have to work so hard and stay so focused that opportunities have no choice but to find you. The competition isn't waiting for you to catch up. They're moving forward. You should be too. Success doesn't care about your feelings, struggles, or bad days. It cares about results. The world doesn't give you a gold star for trying. It notices when you win, when you achieve, and when you make an impact. That's the reality. So stop settling for mediocrity. Stop telling yourself that good enough is enough. Greatness is within your reach, but only if you're willing to fight for it. Right now, you're in the trenches. You're building, grinding, and pushing forward. Balance and rest come later, after you've earned them. Right now, it's all gas, no brakes. Comfort is the enemy of progress. It tricks you into thinking you're okay where you are, but deep down, you know you're not. What you're feeling isn't tiredness, it's weakness. It's that voice in your head telling you it's okay to take a break, to slow down, to stop. That voice is lying. It wants you to fail. Drown it out with action. Winners aren't the most talented, the smartest, or the most privileged. They're the ones who show up every day, no matter how they feel. They're the ones who put in the work, who keep pushing when everyone else has given up. Think about the people you admire. Do you think they got to where they are by accident? Do you think they coasted their way to success? Number, they worked for it, they sacrificed for it, and now they're reaping the rewards. You can do the same, but only if you stop making excuses and start taking action. Most people never reach their full potential. They let fear, laziness, and comfort hold them back. They settle for a life that's just good enough because chasing greatness feels too hard, too risky, and too uncertain. But you're not like most people. You're better than that. You've got a fire inside you, a drive that's been waiting to be unleashed. Use it, channel it, let it fuel your actions. You have one life, one shot. Don't waste it on things that don't matter. Don't settle for mediocrity when greatness is right there waiting for you to claim it. Every day you have a choice, stay the same or take a step forward. The clock is ticking, and the world isn't going to wait for you. Are you going to rise up and claim what's yours, or are you going to let it slip away? Time doesn't care about your excuses, your fears, or your doubts. It moves forward no matter what. And the longer you wait, the harder it becomes. Opportunities don't stick around forever. They're taken by the ones who are hungry enough to grab them. If you wait too long, you'll watch those opportunities go to someone else, someone who was willing to act while you were still hesitating. This is your wake-up call. Stop waiting for the stars to align. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. The only moment you have is now. Use it. Start where you are, with what you have, and figure it out along the way. You don't need to see the whole path to take the first step. Just start moving. Every second you waste is a second you'll never get back. Every excuse you make is a step further from the life you want. You have everything you need to begin right now. The only thing stopping you is you. So, what are you going to do about it? If this resonates with you, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Let's keep moving forward, one step at a time. The choice is yours. Make it count.